You know, there are just 3 steps to trauma recovery as described in Pierre Janet's approach to the treatment of post-traumatic stress. And as you've heard me mention before, trauma experts such as Bessel van der Kolk, who wrote the Body Keeps Score, Judith Herman, who wrote the amazing Trauma Recovery Manual, Pat Ogden's Sensory Motor Psychotherapy, Peter Levine's Somatic Experiencing, Babette Rothschild's 8 Keys to Safe Trauma Recovery, Sue Johnson's amazing EFT. They all have adopted this model as developed by Pierre Janet, and we use the exact same model on the Healing Trauma Through Hypnosis course. So the reason why we use it is because this model is so effective that all of these experts that I've just mentioned, that they also use it in order to inform the work that they do. And here's the thing. When Pierre Janet created it, it relied heavily on hypnosis. So you'll see, hypnosis is perfect for the treatment of trauma and post-traumatic stress. So what are the 3 phases in this model? Now, at this moment in time, they may seem hard for you to remember, but as you move through the course, they will become really easy for you. And the great thing is, there are only 3 steps that you have to learn. And I'll be sharing dozens of handouts and exercises that you can share with your clients so that you'll find this course is both enjoyable, engaging, and an easy way for you to collaborate with your clients and to deliver healing from trauma by using hypnosis. So let's take a look at the first one. Well, phase 1 is safety and stabilization. And it's exactly what it sounds like. We want to help our clients to form a safe and stable relationship with us. We want them to know that when they are with us during that therapy hour, that they are safe. And so at this stage, what we are doing is it's symptom orientated treatment. So what we do, and what's really important for you to know, is that we use hypnotherapy to give them what we call a trauma grounding kit. Now, once you give your clients the gift of this, the trauma grounding kit, they're all hypnosis interventions, you're going to provide your clients with that stability and safety that they need. And this way, we can begin to prepare them to deal with those traumatic memories. So phase 2 is the processing of traumatic memories. Now, once we have identified those experiences that our clients want to work on, you already know, because I've spoken about this before, they don't have to be cognitive remembering of events, because more often than not, we will be working bottom up and working with memories as they appear in the body, as they appear in emotions, as they appear in our nervous system. And in phase 2, we are exploring and we are processing and we are transforming those memories into meaningful corrective experiences. Now, phase 3 is recovery and reintegration. And this is where we help our clients to manage any residual symptoms that they can expect to feel as they move through life. So this is where you are giving your client lots of different tools and techniques so that they can stay calm, confident, and relaxed whenever they face difficult experiences that we all go through as we move through life. And so at this phase of treatment, what you're going to do is you're going to provide them with relapse prevention tools. We are going to remove their learned helplessness, and we're going to help them to cultivate post-traumatic growth. Now, we integrate those parts of their personality that they had to suppress or repress or hide. And we help them also to rebuild their relationship with themselves. And we also help them to rebuild relationships with significant others. And we do this from secure attachment principles. Now, Judith Herman, Bessel, Peter Levine, Pat Ogden, Janina Fisher, Rothschild, Grab and Millis Karras, and so many other trauma experts incorporate this three-phased approach to healing trauma and healing post-traumatic stress, as developed by the hypnotherapist and psychotherapist Pierre Janet back in the 1800s. And the reason why they do this is twofold. Number one, there is universal agreement that hypnosis was the original and the most effective way to help victims of trauma. And number two, hypnosis has played an essential role in the development of modern-day psychotherapy for the healing of trauma and post-traumatic stress. And on the Healing Trauma Through Hypnosis course, you and we are going to put hypnotherapy back into the heart of effective trauma treatment and recovery. So, where do we start when a client is sitting in front of us? Because we have to open up that therapeutic conversation around trauma. And we have to do it in a very client-centered way. So we're going to need two questions. We need an entry question and we need an exit question so that we can help them to maintain emotional balance in that very first session of trauma therapy. And they mightn't even be there for trauma. They might be there for something else. But suddenly, that trauma brings itself into the room through the activation of their nervous system. And if their trauma experiences are too intense for us to be able to work with straight away, we have to know how to ask that entry question and that exit question to help our clients find that emotional balance so that we get an overview of those experiences that are there in their body, getting in their way, stopping them from even explaining where they are on their journey. And so learning these two questions is our very next lesson.